Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to use SSH command connect to the remote Linux machine. So first, let's look at what is SSH. SSH, also known as a secure shell or secure socket shell, is a network protocol that gives user a secure way to access a computer over an unsecure network. So let's look at this diagram. We have a client machine and we have a remote server. Then we want the client machine connected to the remote server, so we use SSH command. In order to use SSH, we must install SSHD service on the remote server and install SSH agent on the client. So using SSH command is really easy. So let's look at how to use them. You should type SSH first, and then the username, and then the IP address. The username is the user exists in the remote Linux host, and the IP address is the remote server IP address. They are separated by the @ sign. So here is an example. You can see we use the user Ubuntu log into the remote host, and the remote host IP address is this one, and they are separated by the @ sign. About the authentication, we have two ways. The first way is using the username and the password authentication, and the second way is using the public and the private key authentication. If you want to log out from the remote machine, you can use two commands, either exit or logout. Okay, next, let's use waltr to create a remote Linux host. Waltr is a world-famous VPS provider, and we can use it to create our remote Linux host. The good news is that we use this link to register a waltr account, then you will have $100 for the first month for free. Okay, now let's copy this link and paste it in the web browser. Click enter. Here you should type your email address and the password, then click create account. And in the next page, you should fulfill the payment method, either PayPal or your credit card. You don't have to worry, they won't charge you. They just need your payment method, and after that you will have $100 in your account. So since I already created the account, I can just click login to log into the portal. So here is my username and password, and type these characters UQ. Let's see. Click login. Okay, so as you can see, here is the dashboard of waltr. You can see that I have two running instances. And let's click the Billings icon. And I want to show you the charging history. As you can see, once I finish the registration, I got $100 in my account. Then I can use this $100 to create, the waltr machine. And this is the remaining credit in my account. So cool. Let's go back to products. Okay, let's click this button to deploy a new server. And about the server, we choose the cloud compute. Next is the server location. You have several locations to choose. For me, I just use the Tokyo. And the next is the server type. As you can see, we have a multiple operating system to choose. You can either choose Linux distribution or you can choose Windows. For me, I want to use the Ubuntu. Okay, and about the specific version, I want to use this one. Okay, next is the server size. Different server size has a different price. The higher configuration, the higher cost, and it's charged by hours. Okay, So let me say I want to use this instance, okay? And let's use other configuration as default and just click the deploy now. Okay, as you can see, the instance you just created is in the installing status. So you should wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay guys, now the instance is ready, so I can click this link and it will navigate us to the detailed information page about the server. Here we can see the IP address of the server and the username and the password. We're gonna use this information to log into this remote machine. Okay, next let's open your terminal and let's type SSH and username. So the username is root, right? And we should copy the IP address of the remote host. And let's type @ and paste the IP address here. Click enter and tap yes. Okay, next we should enter the password of the root user. So you can just click this icon to copy the password and paste it here. Click enter. As you can see now, we have successfully logged into the remote Linux server. So that's it. Alright, I hope you liked this video and don't forget using this link to register waltr account. Otherwise, you won't have $100. Okay, so bye.